plus an additional $1,000 off your project. Call the experts at West Shore Home now.
We're kind of developing a theme throughout the hour here on this version of 3+U as we are here in Dayton, because everywhere you go, people are not only proud of their community, but they want very much to support and take care of their friends within the community, and that is certainly the case where we are now. We're inside the Care Center, which, as I understand it, has been around for about 40 years. Do I have that right?
That's right.
I'm looking over at Tiffany Soyster, who is the CEO. Nice to see you, and thanks for letting us come in.
Thanks for having me.
You are really the care center for parents in lots of points of their parenting journey, from first discovering they have an unexpected pregnancy to, as you were just telling me, raising teenagers and needing a little bit of help.
Yeah. So we like to meet our parents where they are, whether that's in their, as you said, discovering that they are pregnant, or if they just need a little extra help. So we can give them a pregnancy test. We have nurses on staff that can perform that test. We can offer an ultrasound, and the really neat thing about the services that we provide is that they are at no cost to our clients. So they can come in, they can get those medical services, and then beyond that, we're not just finished with them. They can move over to our education side, where we can walk with them through their pregnancy, through their parenting, even through their life. If they have specific points that they need personal education on, anger management, dealing with grief, even how to make a budget and how to meal plan. So we have plenty of resources available.
It's kind of like the story of loaves and fishes, right? Or not loaves and fishes so much, but of the teachings of teach a man to fish and he won't be hungry again.
Right.
So the education is a big, big component. You were telling me that the building is vast, 7,000 square feet?
Yeah, so we have about 7,000 square feet, and what's really funny about that is I started here in 2009, and we were relatively new to this building at that point. But I remember walking through the building with the director then and thinking, we will never use all of this space. And we have grown to the point where at times we are using offices for education classrooms.
Wow.
Where we may have 3 or 4 different education classes going on at a time. So we are very blessed with what we have. But I guess we could use more. we could utilize what we have. We need to find a new way to utilize it.
Be careful what you wish for, because we have a lot of generous viewers who watch this show, and everything that is here. One of the things is, Tiffany and I were coming back, we're in your education area, your multi-purpose room this morning, but there are all these rooms that have new baby clothes and diapers and pacifiers and formula, all of it that will be given away, maternity clothes. Many of these things are brand new, tags still on, donated by people who want to support.
We do have a great community, and one thing we want to make sure is when our clients come in, we want to make sure that they know that they are appreciated, that they are loved and they are cared for just as much as that baby is loved and cared for. So she's going to come in, she's going to get what we call a baby shower in a basket. So before that baby is born, she's going to leave here and she's going to have a big basket that's full of, like you said, a lot of those new items. So the new items that come in, we try to reserve for that. But on top of that, through our education program, she can earn those other things that she needs. So it really gives her and her partner, her spouse, that opportunity to earn what they're actually getting for their family.
We'll take kind of the stereotypical example for a minute of the unexpected pregnancy. Again, they do things for people. If you have a 3-year-old who's not sleeping through the night because of nightmares or something, they can maybe help you with that. But that's a frightening time in a woman's life, and trust is a big issue. Not being judged might be a big component of that. And your numbers reflect it. How many ultrasounds did you do last year?
So last year we did over 250 ultrasounds, limited ultrasounds. So when a woman comes in, we're not doing ultrasounds to reveal gender or to determine any type of health issues with the baby. So
Just
it's that
confirmation of
right, that
pregnancy.
confirmation of pregnancy. But that's 250 plus times that a woman, a man, a family member has been able to come into our ultrasound room, and our nurse does the ultrasound and see on the screen that baby. It's a pretty neat thing to be a part of. And we don't end our relationship there. So we're going to call in, we're going to check in on her. Our nurse is going to answer any questions she has. And then through our education program and even maybe some more in-depth mentoring, she can come and we're going to walk that journey with her. And if her path leads her away from us and she makes a different decision, we're going to be here when she comes back, and there's not going to be any judgment. We want to equip her and her husband, her boyfriend, whomever it is, to be to fulfill the position that they are in.
Faith is a big part of your walk, though, kind of your guiding compass.
Yeah.
So you're sharing a story with me that across the street from the center you're in now, the building you're in now, is the genesis of the care center. Do you mind telling that story?
No, so it's one of my favorite stories about being in this community, is that years and years ago, nearly 40 years as we have said, there was a couple and some other people that got together and saw the hurt and the brokenness that at the time abortion was causing. And they thought if these women had the support that they needed, if they felt loved and they felt that there was a hedge of protection around them, that maybe they would make a different choice. Maybe they would feel that they had options. And so they started at the time just this little pregnancy resource center out of the closet in what at the time was Keener Marketing. And so located across the street from where we are now. And we've moved to different places throughout the time, but we've gone from a little closet to what we said now more than 7,000 square feet, and we're just across the street. And so it's really neat to stand outside and to look at where we've come from. And then also we have an RDMS, a sonographer on staff, and she actually bought that house and remodeled it. So she's living in that house, and she comes to work just across the street.
And I would think that as women come through, and men too, and begin to know you and build those relationships, hearing stories like that, of feeling as if there's been a purpose from the very get-go, gives them hope for what their purpose will then become. And
it's really to kind of see things again full circle, from having women come in thinking that they're overwhelmed, they have no choice, and feeling very hopeless, to years later coming back and saying, I had twins, and my daughters are here because of you, because of what I saw in that ultrasound room, and because of the support you offered through your education classes. It's really, it makes my heart happy.
Well, here's how you can get in touch with her, whether you are in perhaps the need of the resources they have to offer, perhaps you're in a position to help with what they do here every day. It's called the Care Center. Their information's there on your screen, the phone number, the website, but then there's also an email address if you want to reach out and talk with Tiffany or somebody on her team. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right now, get a Kubota Z200 Series mower with the new K-Ride Comfort System for 0 down, 0% APR for 36 months.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Kubota of Chattanooga, 2628 Rossville Boulevard in Chattanooga.
I injured my shoulder at work, and getting workers' comp is tricky.
I know I need a lawyer, but